to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. It's caught. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quick give. Enough to move the chains. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab on the left. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off-play action. Rush right in his face. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They just keep firing. Has it. Touchdown, Delaware. They've got the lead here in the 4th. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Snap in the shotgun. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Gonna try to get it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long right here. The snap sets up to throw. Looking left. Just barely got rid of it.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Look out! It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. 1-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win.
Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Blue Hens! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Drops back on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Lets it fly. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Breaks into the open. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Delaware. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a... Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed.
Glad to have you with us from Delaware Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the North Texas Mean Green and the Delaware Blue Hens. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Blue Hens head coach before the game. This team, 11-0 with everything on the line. They could have their eyes turned towards the conference championship next week, but they know they've got to take care of business today and not overlook this opponent. He said a perfect season is on the line, but we cannot get ahead of ourselves. Today is the only day that matters. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He gets across for 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. They're all over him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second and long here. They'll go to the air. Caught. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Paul.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Blue Hens will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the North Texas Mean Green sends out the offense, and they'll go on the attack for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. On the move. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. North Texas will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going to all. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw one first. He unleashes a long one. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Blue Hens decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver going in motion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. This time they'll throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. North Texas will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense. Handoff from the gun.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Unloads in the nick of time.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell, just drop the football.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism. And also,
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. At the 20. He takes it in. Touchdown, Mean Green. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So Don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires quickly. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Rolls right. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Tells the run, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Makes the tackle. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants to throw it. Under pressure. And they got it. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. So does this defense just want to give the offense more chances? That is a costly penalty that gives the O 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively you should...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, North Texas. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Number 94, set to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refret.
Open field on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass on second down. Rush is on. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side now. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
Just not enough leg on that kick. He wasn't able to clear the crossbar.
The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Here's a little room there. He's at the 30. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, that's always a bad feeling when you're holding your gap and then you turn around and all you see is the back of his jersey, the guy running down the field, chewing up all those yards.
And tell the truth, when defensive linemen go after him, do they really think they're going to catch him?
Absolutely not. I play defensive line.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. This time it's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Glad to have you with us from Delaware Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the North Texas Mean Green and the Delaware Blue Hens. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. Bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. First play of the drive, read option right. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throws to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for running room. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the 1st down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here.